Hey, and we are back. It is Friday. We got friends. We got Drew, come on over here. We got friends today. So we have Drew Narsudis here with us today.
Howdy, folks.
This is Katira's first All-Indiana with us. What's up,
Hey,
Katira?
I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited.
I'm so very happy to be here.
See, look, now it's not your first time.
Yeah, exactly.
You already got
I've
your
already
first
been
time
here.
out the way.
I was about to say, I think the second week here, they were like, already go on. I was like, oh, all right, let's go.
Who's been praying for Friday since Monday? Raise your hand.
Listen, I've been praying since last week.
Right. Something about adulting when you grow up a little bit and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
the days are not going by the way I thought they were going to go by.
And the way this weather is set up right now, I'm totally over it.
Yeah. And
I'm ready for the weekend.
Friday is my Wednesday, so the weekends are certainly times I still have to work. But I'm still excited it's Friday, especially because it'll get a lot less hot and humid as we move into the weekend. So why don't we take a look at that? Outside conditions earlier this morning, not looking so nice in Indianapolis. I woke up thinking, did I wake up way earlier than normal? No. There were just some storm clouds heavy in the forecast coming into the region. And, of course, as we move towards the rest of the morning hours, these storms came and went. And now we're looking at possibilities for more coming in later this evening. So we'll keep an eye on the skies. For now, they're nice and sunny as expected, and they should stay that way for a good chunk of the afternoon. We're partly to mostly clear. Temperatures at 88, so we're seeing those temperatures increasing quite quickly. And it's still sticky outside, although humidity at 63 isn't too bad. We certainly are going to see some nasty feels outside for the forecast, really all across the region, especially if you look towards the southwest. You can see this is where down near Washington, Evansville, that's where we are seeing the true heat because they didn't get hit by those showers which cooled us down in central and northern parts of the region earlier. So we are going to see the heat advisories in effect for most of us, and then the heat warnings off towards the southwest and western parts of our region. Storm tracker not showing anything going on in our region right now, but we'll keep an eye off towards Illinois. This is where the new line of storms will start pushing into our forecast later tonight. Taking a look at that future cast, starting off north near South Bend, Fort Wayne, Kokomo, closer to bedtime, and then pushing further south in the overnight hours. Possibilities for some really heavy wind, as well as maybe even a flash flooding location or two. And then as we move into tomorrow, we can see things will be relatively dry to start after you get rid of those initial batch of showers, and then a new wave of storms could potentially form in central and southern parts of our state. So we're not out of the woods yet, but we're getting better. Again, this afternoon looking really nice. Not necessarily feeling the best outside there in our region, but Indianapolis shouldn't be doing all too bad this afternoon if you can handle the heat and humidity. Those northern storms will start later in the evening hours and then push further south as the overnight hours continue. And then it looks like as we make our way towards tomorrow, again, we'll be wet at times. The very early morning hours will be getting over those late night showers, and then in the afternoon, we're looking at more storms and showers possibly popping into the forecast with hot and muggy conditions right in the middle of all of it. We'll be feeling much better as we move into Sunday ahead. But for now, plenty of heat and humidity to get through first.
Drew, thank you so much. You know, it is Friday, July 28th. We're almost into August already.
I know, which is my birthday month. I just want you all to know that.
Listen, this is okay, family. You know how we always say we're TV cousins. Here's the thing. People don't have birthdays anymore. Your TV cousins have birthday months. Any special plans?
I am going to New York for my first solo trip.
That's right.
I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited because I want to go see The Lion King.
Oh, that's
on
going to be
Broadway.
good. And you better sashay in there.
Oh, I am.
Fun fact, Katira and my husband have the same birthday. So we should have just traveled with you.
Then I wouldn't have been by myself, but there's that.
There's that. Well, thank you so much for joining us today,
Awesome.
Katira. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those top news headlines. Authorities charge an Alabama woman who says she made up a story about being kidnapped. Carly Russell has been charged with a misdemeanor of false reporting to law enforcement and falsely reporting an incident. That charge can come with a fine of up to $6,000 or a jail sentence of up to 1 year. Russell disappeared after calling 911 on July 13th to report a toddler wandering beside a stretch of interstate. She returned home 2 days later and told police she had been abducted and forced into a vehicle. In a statement, Russell says she was not kidnapped, did not see a baby on the side of the road, and did not leave the city and acted alone. She has since apologized for her actions. Kagan Klein is sentenced to 40 years in prison for child porn. It's a case that's been linked to the Delphi double murders. The judge handed down the decision last night after an all-day hearing. The prosecution laid out Klein's heinous crimes over most of the day. We now know that he used the Anthony Schatz profile to contact Libby German the day before she and Abby Williams were murdered. Investigators identified 6 victims that the charges were based on. The prosecutor's office says there are dozens more, maybe even hundreds. Well, here's a timeline of Klein's case. Police say that they first learned about him in February of 2017 after serving a search warrant on the Anthony Shots social media profile. Prosecutors charged Klein more than 3 years later in August of 2020. He originally faced 30 felonies, but prosecutors decided to remove 5 charges in November of last year. Klein then pled guilty March of this year. The power companies are asking you to cut down on energy use to avoid overstressing the power grid. AES is suggesting several tips, saying many will also save you money. They also include turning up your thermostat, turning off unused lights, opening up vents and closing curtains on the sunny side of the house. AES is asking you to use appliance in the evening hours when demand on the power grid is lower.
And the NASCAR Xfinity Series will have a new home starting 2025. NASCAR announced today that it has reached a 7-year broadcast agreement with the CW network. The deal will run through 2031. All 33 NASCAR Xfinity Series races will air live on the CW network and on the official app, along with the majority of practices and qualifying sessions. Wish TV is an affiliate of CW. And with school back in session, the ninth annual Great Paper Push is underway. We've teamed up again with Teachers Treasures to help teachers stock their classrooms with school supplies. Did you know teachers spend $800 to $1,200 of their own money on supplies? Every dollar we raise turns into $15 of supplies. We want you to join us. Go to wishtv.com/paper and see how you can donate and where you can drop off donations.